Okay, round 4, the instructions say repeat round 3. Oh goody, so we get to do it again. So again, we're going to do single crochet, chain 1 in the first single crochet, single crochet, chain 1 in the next chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 1 in the next single crochet, then we're going to skip the chain 1 space. We're going to repeat that around and around. So I'm going to remove my stitch marker, and I'm going to do a single crochet, chain 1. It must be here, right? Single crochet, chain 1 in the first single crochet, single crochet, chain 1 in the next chain 1 space. See the vertical bar? To the right of that is the chain 1 space, to the left of it is the single crochet, and then single crochet, chain 1 in that single crochet. And then we're going to skip the next chain 1 space and start our pattern all over again. So, let me put my stitch marker back in. It must be here. Yes. Okay. All right, so I'm going to continue the pattern to the end, and we'll come back after I finish round 4. Okay, so I've completed round 4, which was a repeat of round 3. I'm up to round 5, which is relatively easy. You're only going to be looking for the single crochet spaces in this one. And in each single crochet space, which is the one to the right of the 2 prongs, that happens to be where my stitch marker is for the first stitch, in the single crochet spaces, you're going to do a single crochet, chain 1, and only in the single crochet spaces you're going to skip those chain 1 spaces. So for round 5, which gets repeated later on, you're going to do single crochet, chain 1, only in the single crochet spaces. So here's the first single crochet, chain 1, put your stitch marker back in. Yes. Okay, look for the next single crochet. Here it is. Single crochet, chain 1. The next single crochet to the right of the 2 prongs is here. Single crochet, chain 1. The next one is here. Single crochet, chain 1, and oops, that one kind of got a little messed up. I'm going to do that one over. Here we go. You have to be careful not to split your yarn, which is what I just did. Single crochet, chain 1, and all the way around. So I will complete this, and then we'll continue on with round 6. Okay, so I've completed round 5, which was doing a single crochet, chain 1 in each single crochet. And now we're up to round 6, and what you should know is that rounds 5 and 6 get repeated until the diameter of the hat measures approximately 6 to 7 inches before you start decreasing, and right now it's just about 4. So we have a ways to go. So essentially you keep repeating rounds 5 and 6 until you get to 6 or 7 inches. I like to go to 7, but it depends also on how tight or loose your stitch is, so you kind of just have to just eyeball it and see if it's time to start decreasing to create the bowl of the hat. Okay, so round 6 sounds daunting, but it is not. It's a single crochet, chain 1 in the first single crochet, and then you're going to skip the next chain 1 space. then it's a single crochet, chain 1 in the next single crochet, in the chain space, and in the next single crochet, and then you're going to skip. So that's the pattern. The pattern is you're going to do single crochet, chain 1, skip, and then single crochet, chain 1 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then skip. Single crochet, chain 1, skip, and then 3 times skip. So it's 1 stitch, skip, and then 3 stitches, skip. All right, so I'm going to, and also, by the way, you can follow Sue's chart, and you'll see the pattern here. So it's single crochet, chain 1 in the first single crochet, skip the space, the chain 1 space. Single crochet, chain 1 in the single crochet, in the chain 1 space, and in the single crochet, and then skip the next space. That's the pattern. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Here, I have to take my marker out. Okay, so I'm going to do a single crochet, chain 1 in the first single crochet, put my marker back in, and then I'm going to skip, and then I'm going to do 3 consecutive stitches. So it's single crochet, chain 1 in the first single crochet, in the chain 1 space, and in the next single crochet, skip the next chain 1. So then I'm going to do 1 in the single crochet, skip. So it's 1 skip, 3 skip. So there's 1 stitch I'm skipping. Now I'm going to do 3 consecutive, 1 in the chain 1 space, in the single crochet, and then I'm going to skip. And then I'm going to do 1, and I'm going to skip, and then I'm going to do 3 consecutive stitches. 1, 2, 3. And by consecutive stitches, I mean all the stitches are single crochet, chain 1 space, so that's what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to finish up this round 6, following that pattern, and then we will come back and take a look at what we have. Okay, so I've completed round 6. I followed that pattern. And now the instructions tell you that to continue to repeat rounds 5 and 6 until the diameter measures about 6 to 7 inches. It says for an average man's head, continue until the diameter measures approximately 6 to 7 inches. So when you get to that diameter, then that you need to start shaping the hat as a hat. And what you do in order to shape your hat is, all you do is round 5. You just keep doing round 5 and the hat will start to get a bowl shape to it. And then when the hat measures, I believe they say, yes, 7 to 8 inches from the center to the end, then you can bind off. So you would fold your hat in half, and then you would measure from the center. Of course, mine was just started, so it's only like a little over 2 inches, 2 1/4 inches. But when it reaches 7 or 8 inches, after you've repeated round 5 a bunch of times, that's when you're done, and then you bind off the end of the hat. So I'm going to continue on, and I will come back later and show you where I am with the progress of my hat. So right now I'm in the process of repeating rounds 5 and 6. I just did 5 and 6 for the first time, and now I'm going to repeat rounds 5 and 6 until the hat reaches a diameter of 6 or 7 inches. Okay, so I've repeated rounds 5 and 6 2 additional times. So I have a total of 10 rows, and the diameter measures It's just about 7 inches. So I am going to now begin to do only round 5, which is slowly going to form the bowl of the hat. So see you when I get there. Okay, so I've continued on and I've made about 13 rows, and you'll see that doing round 5, the bowl shape begins to form, and as you continue with round 5, it will become a hat shape. But what I wanted to show you is that I am actually changing colors. You don't need to, but I wanted to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to take my marker out. I actually don't really need the marker anymore because I'm just going until it measures 8 inches from the center, and right now it measures 4-ish, so I've got a ways to go, but I don't really need to mark where the beginning of the round is anymore. Okay, so in changing, and this goes not only for this hat, but in anything in crochet, when you're changing the color, I'm going to make like I'm doing the next single crochet. So when I have 2 on the hook, it's very simple actually. You just take the new color, and instead of pulling through the yarn, the other yarn, to finish your single crochet, you pull through the new color yarn. And at first it seems like perhaps it's a little loose, but that's okay because you're going to be tightening that up. So you kind of tighten up as much as you can right now, and then you go on to, with your new color, doing whatever stitch you were doing. So I'm going to do a couple here. 1 and 2, and then you can just kind of go back and just give a tug on all of the loose ends that were there. And that's it. It's that simple. And then you will when you cut these off, I'm going to cut the red one off right now. And when you cut it off, during your finishing process, you will weave in all of these loose ends. So that's it. Now I'm going to continue with my white, and I'm actually going to change colors one more time when I do my, I'm going to do navy after that. So continuing on with row 5 until the end, and when you get to the end, you're going to do a slip stitch, which I'll show you here. This isn't where you would do it, but you put the hook in, you'll pull the yarn through and pull the yarn through again, and then just to secure it, you would pull through one last time. You would clip the end of your yarn and pull it all the way through and give it a tug and tighten it, and you're done. Okay, so I'm going to continue now with my next color and with my navy blue color, and we'll see what it looks like in the end. So here's the completed veteran's cap. You can see that I completed the rows of white. I added on a few rows of navy. I wove in any loose ends on the inside by using a tapestry needle with the yarn and just weaving it through to hide it. I also have no more hole in the center because I took a tapestry needle with yarn and wound it around and gave it a tug and closed the hole up. And you can see that it's just about from the top of the head to the bottom, it's 8 inches. So that's exactly what it was supposed to be, between 7 and 8 inches. So that is the Crocheted Veterans Cap project. Done.